Hello Leo, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Leo, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Leo, let's get started. How does Leo currently view this relationship? All right, Leo, so we do have the Seven of Pentacles. We do have the Nine of Cups, okay? And then we also have the Eight of Swords, okay? Leo, in regards to the person that you currently find yourself connecting with, it does appear that, it does appear to you that things are definitely looking really good here, between you and this person. I mean, this is somebody that you resonate with. This is somebody that you really do like. This is also somebody that you see a lot of potential with. I feel like things are like unfolding so perfectly, Leo, between you and this person that you can't help but to like overthink it. You know what I mean? It's kind of what I'm getting. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, things have been, looking really good. But I don't know. Like, I feel like you're starting to kind of like look at this person, this entire situation. Like, maybe this is like a too good to be true type of situation. Maybe there's more to this person that I just don't know, because you're just kind of looking at them like, this human is like way too freaking perfect. Like, they have everything that I want and desire within a person. Okay. Well, that's a good thing, but okay, let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship? All right, let's see what we got. So we do have the Fool. We do have the Ten of Pentacles. We do have the Knight of Wands. And then we also have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like this person, God, how do I explain them? I feel like this person's trying to take things slowly with you, but they just can't help it. They just want you is basically what I'm gathering. I do want to see why this person's trying their hardest to like move at a very slow and steady pace with you. So let's look at that. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles. So this has more to do with this person's past and very little to do with you, by the way. It just kind of looks like either they have a history of rushing things with people, or they've rushed a prior relationship and it kind of backfired in their face. Hence why, this person is, very determined to like take things slowly with you and like really, really get to know you, and not rush things here with you. But they just can't help themselves. Like they just can't when it comes down to you. They just can't help it. They just want you, is basically what I'm gathering. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so if this person has yet to essentially rush things with you, they definitely plan on rushing things with you very soon. And what I mean by that is, if you guys have just been like dating / getting to know one another, this person might end up like popping the question very, very soon. Okay, let's look at you. How does Leo currently feel? Okay, Leo. All right. I feel like ever since this person came into your life has just been drastically changing very, very quickly. And I do feel like it is definitely overwhelming you with that Ten of Wands energy. I do feel like it's overwhelming you. I do feel like it's causing you to kind of question a few things. One of those things being if you're honestly ready for something serious. Okay. A lot of you may have not thought that this would, manifest into a full-blown committed relationship between the two of you, but I think that you already kind of know in which direction this dynamic between the two of you is heading in, and it is heading towards higher levels of commitment. And although, don't get me wrong, you're happy, about it, there's just that other part of you that's like, I don't know, I don't know if I want to like give up my single life just yet, you know what I mean? But at the same exact time, it's like, you kind of feel like you have to, because a lot of you feel like a person like this is never going to like, show up for you again. You see what I mean? So a lot of you feel like if you were to like, walk away from this person, you're never going to like find a connection like this again. You're never going to find a person like this again. You're never going to find what you just overall share with this person, ever again. So we'll see. We'll see what you decide to do, my friend. I think that, that's going to be the biggest challenge if you do decide to take things serious with this person, is like transitioning from being single and alone, because you carry Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles energy within your energy. Anybody who harnesses these two energies within their energy typically have a hard time transitioning from being single and alone. You know, you're not used to like, you're just not used to like having somebody around all up in your personal bubble, all up in your refrigerator, and you know, things that you're not used to it. You know, you just became so accustomed to being single and alone. And your single life does not look bad at all. It looks great. It looks peaceful. It looks wonderful. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you do decide to, you know, take things a step further, just know that it's not going to be an easy transition for you. It's not. It's going to feel overwhelming. I mean, it already feels overwhelming, and it kind of looks like you guys haven't crossed that line just yet as far as like higher levels of commitment is concerned. But oh boy, is it coming. Okay. How does this human currently feel? Well, it makes sense why you look at this person like they're perfect for you. They are showing up as a King of Pentacles. Typically, when somebody meets a King of Pentacles, they always find themselves feeling like, oh my God, like this person's perfect for me. So it makes sense as to why you view them as somebody who is perfect for you. But we have the King of Pentacles, nonetheless. We also have the Three of Wands, and then we also have the Seven of Wands out here. I feel like this person wants to cross that line with you, but they're just like, I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. There's like a level of hesitation there when it comes down to like taking things a step further with you is concerned. Let's look at the hesitation. We already know that it has a lot to do with their past. So either they have a history of rushing things, you know, or they did rush things in their prior relationship and it backfired in their face. Tell me more about the Seven of Wands. It just has a lot to do with this person's past. I just think that this person thinks that if they were to essentially rush things with you, that history is just going to repeat itself all over again. They're going to find themselves back at square one, you know, getting disappointed and hurt in the end. And they just don't want to go through that. They just want to avoid history from repeating itself all over. Okay, so then don't rush things. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? It's just because I'm so sorry, Leo. I hate to blow your spot up, but I don't feel like you're in a rush to jump into a full-blown committed relationship with anybody but the Lord at this point. That's it. That's the only human I see you wanting to rush into a relationship with is the Lord. Okay. Anyone, you know, other than that, you're not in a rush. So they don't have to rush things with you. They don't. But there's like this, like, but I have to, like, coming from this person, like, I have to, like, make it official. I have to. It's like, no, you really don't. But let's see why this person feels like they have to rush things with you. Tell me more about the Ace of Cups to the Chariot. Okay. I just feel like they just don't want anybody else to come along and take their place. Okay. So this person will find like a sense of like security knowing that you belong to them by making things official with you. Hold on, let me fix my lighting. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so that's why they feel like they have to rush things with you, is because they feel like if they don't, somebody else is going to come along and try to take their place. Okay. Well, I don't feel like you're interested in anybody else but this person, nor do I feel like you're talking to anybody else but this person. What actions will Leo take towards this person? We're moving forward. Okay, so we do have the Seven of Cups. We got the Ace of Cups. Yeah. This person's about to come in and make things official with you, and it is going to catch you all the way off guard. Like, you're like you're not gonna see this coming. Like, I think that you know, like, okay, this person seems pretty serious about me. You know what I mean? Like, I think you know that, okay? I think you can tell, okay? I think you can tell. Are you expecting for this person to like pop the question right away? Or this soon, I should say? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And unfortunately for you, my friend, unfortunately for you, I do see you feeling even more overwhelmed than how you already feel. Because you already feel like, okay, like this is getting pretty serious around here. And that in itself is already overwhelming you. The thought of not being single anymore, you know, is overwhelming you. The thought of you sharing your space is overwhelming you. The thought of this man or woman all up in your refrigerator, like, that's also overwhelming you as well. And I just kind of see you getting even more overwhelmed. But you're going to have to decide nonetheless. You're going to have to decide what you want to do here. Okay. All right. We have the Four of Pentacles. We got the World. And then we also have the Two of Wands. I mean, this person is definitely going against something that they told themselves they would never do again, which is like rush things, you know, with someone. But it kind of looks like that's exactly what it is that this person's doing. It's kind of like, it's one of those things where it's like they're hoping for the best, but like, you know, preparing themselves for the worst. Obviously, they're hoping that history doesn't repeat itself in this entire situation all over again, where they find themselves, you know, getting hurt and disappointed, or even discovering things. Or even discovering, because I am definitely getting that this person discovered things about this individual that they were in a relationship with, that they just so happen to rush things with. I don't know if that person rushed things with them or they rushed things with them. It just looks like it was a fast, like, moving connection. It just kind of looks like these two jumped into a relationship with one another without properly getting to know one another, if that makes any sense. So even though they somewhat, you know, feel like they know you, they just don't know you as much as they would want to, but they feel like, you know, I just don't want somebody else to come along and take my place. Let me just make it official, because they think that it's going to make them feel secure in knowing that, okay, like, you belong to them. They don't have to worry about anybody taking you away from them, you know, things of that nature. But it looks like your life could potentially change drastically if you agree to jump into higher levels of, you know, commitment with them. And I believe that this person's life is going to drastically change, obviously, you know, because you're in it. But nonetheless, the choice is entirely up to you. I just kind of feel like this person hopes that you choose to build with them and be with them in the end. All right. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.